Yes, guys. Obviously, we got UFC 327 taking place this Saturday. I've already done my predictions for Yuri and Carlos Olberg. That video will be out shortly, either later today, after this video, or tomorrow. But it will be out shortly. Obviously, I don't really cover the prelims because I know some people don't want to watch that much of a video of me waffling on about some fighters that some of you won't know. Obviously, to the more casual fans, you wouldn't know some of these guys, so that's why I don't usually cover them. But there's a few fights that I want to talk about on the prelims, and one of the fights is Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown, and I don't think people are talking about this fight enough because this fight potentially could be a fight of the night, depending on what version of Kevin Holland we actually get. Because as of recent, the version of Kevin Holland we've been getting has been absolute trash. It seems as if he's not really fully committed into MMA, and it's a shame because he is somebody that if he fully committed, not necessarily would he become a champion, but he could be at the top of his division. Like, he's been in the UFC for how long now? He's in the he can fight at welterweight, he can fight at middleweight, but at welterweight is where he's actually looked his best, and he's still he was ranked and now he's unranked, and he's never really been able to like crack that top 10, top 5. So this fight, listen, I reckon this fight there'll be a finish. Because from what I've seen of Randy Brown, he's someone who likes to push the pace, and I don't think with Randy Brown in the fight you will ever get a boring fight. So this could go one of two ways. We could get Randy Brown just absolutely smoking Kevin Holland, because we can expect Kevin Holland to just come out and just not be there. Do you know what I mean? Just not be serious, not locked in. But if Kevin Holland is locked in, then this is going to be a back and forth war. And this is a potential fight of the night. But because I don't know what version of Kevin Holland we will get, I'm going to go with Randy Brown by a knockout, even though I would like to say Kevin Holland because I do like Kevin Holland. But hey ho, it's two black brothers fighting each other. You know what I mean, mate? So listen, whoever wins, it's a win-win. And then obviously we've got Cub Swanson versus Nate Landwehr. I've forgotten how to say Nate Landwehr's name. Listen, Cub Swanson, I'm surprised he's even fighting on the card. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about him and this fight because I just think Cub Swanson needs to retire now. And I'm going to go with Nate Landwehr. I've seen quite a few fights of Nate's, and I do think he's going to put it on Cub Swanson and probably finish Cub Swanson very, very early. So I'm going with Nate Landwehr by a finish. Next up on the prelims, well, the last fight that I actually want to cover on the prelims is obviously, oh wow, Tatiana Suarez is on the early prelim. Oh, and so is Kevin Gastelum. Nice. But Kevin Gastelum, I can't lie, you need to call it a day. 21-10. 21-10. Fucking hell. Yeah, you need to call it. And he's fighting Vicente Luque. I don't even care about that fight. But anyways, the last fight I want to cover is obviously Patricia Pitbull versus Aaron Pico. The two Bellator guys are fighting each other. That's actually quite funny, because I didn't think, with the hype around both of these fighters, I would have thought they would have gone on to do decent things, and they both would have got to a place in the UFC where there is a potential matchup between them that could happen. But the UFC are essentially putting this fight on because Aaron Pico made his debut against Lerone Murphy, got knocked the fuck out. That was actually back in August, so he's had a long rest. He's had like about 6 months rest, Aaron Pico. And then we've got Patricia Pitbull, who's just been lackluster ever since he's got to the UFC. So, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I think this fight determines who gets cut. Because they cut What's his name? What's Tatiana Suarez's boyfriend's name again? I've forgotten. How can I see that, bro? That's what hey, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, Patchy Mix. That's it. Patchy Mix. Hey, listen. I'm not even trying to violate you, Patchy Mix. But you see, I forgot your name because you like. Everyone was making noise about you before you came to the UFC. You came to the UFC and did what? You got cut from the UFC. I can't remember what organization you're in now, but you got finished not too long ago. So that just says a lot about Pat. It's so crazy how there was so much hype around him, came to the UFC, and yeah. But anyways, Patricio Pitbull has been very lackluster since he got in the UFC. So I think this is a potential fight. This is basically a fight for a contract. So whoever wins this stays, and whoever loses potentially gets cut. That's what I genuinely think is going to happen. And obviously, Pitbull fought. He's had 2 fights in the UFC, lost one of them and won the other one. And to be honest, he didn't look. Yeah, he didn't look all that in any of them. So, and you know what? Yeah, I do think. You see, with what Aaron Pico has to offer, yeah, Pitbull just seems a bit too. I don't know if it's age or what, but Pitbull just seems a bit sluggish. Doesn't seem like he has the pep in his step anymore. He just looks like, yeah, someone who is aged, and the fighting business has really caught up on him physically. That's the way he looks to me. So I'm going to go with Aaron Pico. I think with the style Aaron Pico has, I do think he's going to rough up Pitbull a little bit. So I'm going Aaron Pico. By finish, I don't know what fucking round, and to be honest, I don't fucking care. Yeah, just let these two Bellator ticks fight each other. The loser can get sent back to Bellator PFL for all I fucking care. I'm sick and tired of all of you useless people hyping all of these people. They need to be in the UFC. They need to. And then when they come to the fucking UFC, what the fucks do they do? Absolutely nothing. Just a waste of my eyes. Every time I watch Pitbull, I'm not going to lie, it's just a waste of my eyes. Just wasting my eyesight on his useless fight. This is the last time I'm going to watch Pitbull, and the only reason why I'm going to watch is because I think this one is going to be brutal. I want to see brutality. But after that, please send Pitbull back to the PFL. If you keep him in UFC, I'm not going to watch him. I'm not going to watch him. But like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts below as well,